Diamond Miller entering the court with her teammates. She's been fantastic all year long. This Maryland team really wants to get that 6th win in a row.
Yeah, the Spartans be looking to pull off this upset, get 5 in a row. Looks like we're just about set for tip here in College Park. We have a great game on our hands.
Should be a lot of fun. It's so great to be here courtside. A good crowd on hand here over winter break. The first home game here in the XFINITY Center in this new year.
Yeah, two teams, as you'll see on the court, may be considered undersized. Both teams don't really go bigger than 6'3", but they match up very well with each other. We're just about ready to get underway.
And we are underway. The tip is going to go to the Spartans, and it's Hageman running the point. She'll give it off to Osmond. Back to Hageman. Hageman driving to her right. Looking inside, the pass to McDaniel, who's been so good for them as of late. This is Osmond on the near side. Pass inside, and the first basket of the day goes down for Iselin Alexander.
Yeah, good double in the corner there for the Terps, but Michigan State moving the ball very well as there's a turnover from Shyanne Sellers that almost hits me in the head.
Look out for Jose, our cameraman, sitting right next to us in the danger zone there. But this is a great pass inside and a great move by Alexander.
Yeah, just wields off Shyanne Sellers and gets herself an easy layup. And here's the pass that comes towards cameras and Jose and me and you here at the score table.
And this is McDaniel. Driving, McDaniel. Going to pass it out to Osmond. She's going to work it back inside. This is Alexander again, and she will get it again for 2 more points for her.
And a quick start from the Spartans. You see them, these made baskets allow them to set up their full court pressure that just kind of throws the Terps out of sorts. It's another turnover.
This is McDaniel driving. No good on the layup, rebounded by Sellers. She's going to give it off to Miller. Can Maryland find their first shot of the game? This is Masonius. She'll put up the jumper. It's good for 2.
Really good job there from Diamond Miller, driving to the lane and kicking it out to Masonius for the short corner jumper.
Masonius has done so well all year long, shooting those a foul. This is Eck. Highlighted her before the game. She's been really good, as has McDaniel. She'll put up a 3, no good. Fight for the rebound. This is Hageman 3. She's got it. This is Pinzan off to Sellers. Maryland has not really had much of the ball so far. Quick turnovers and Michigan State taking their time on offense. This is Miller. Nice move inside, and she gets it to go. Is more of a true point guard. 4.2 points, assists per game. But that time she gets it done with that 3-point field goal as Miller will grab the board. This is Meyers in transition. Meyers cutting inside, pass outside. A jumper by Briggs is good.
We highlight her in the open.
Pass to Alexander. That one's stolen there by Pinzan. Pinzan, the USF transfer. One of the many new faces on this Maryland team. This is Masonius. She was here last year, and she drives in. No good, an unlucky bounce. Osmond trying to get it back to Hageman in the corner. She puts it inside. They've been trying to feed Alexander, and it's just not working after those first 2 buckets. This is Meyers transition. Briggs with the layup, and Maryland has the lead.
Trying to force the issue, just didn't get it to work there.
They'll inbound it into Parks. Here's a 3 by Aralt, no good, rebounded by Miller. And Miller's going to take this across midcourt. Miller tried to get it outside to Briggs, taken away, but Miller gets it right back. And Pinzan's going to slow things down. 8-7 lead for Maryland. This is Sellers. She's going to try a long 2, it's good.
That's 3 mid-range shots now for the Terps. Living on the perimeter a bit.
This is Aralt to the corner. Eck 3, no. Rebounded by Sellers. Maryland's done a good job of grabbing boards on the defensive end, limiting those possessions for Michigan State. As Miller has it. Miller, step back. It's good. Diamond Miller for 2, a long 2. But it extends the lead to 12-7. Here's a 3 from Eck. No good. Rebounded and put in by Parks. Composed, gets it, gives it off to Sellers. Sellers to Briggs. She'll put up a 3. No good off the rim. Rebounded by Eck. And here comes the Spartans the other way. This is Aralt. Aralt off to Joyner. Back to Aralt. This is Eck. Swinging it across to Hageman. Joyner to Aralt. Sets her feet and shoots. It's good. Boy, did Michigan State need that. They've tied the game.
Really good bucket there for the Spartans. Again, allows them to set up this full court pressure, which Maryland beats this time.
This is Miller driving. And the whistle.
She goes to the line for 2.
Miller's first no good. Won the year shooting really well from the charity stripe, 84%, but misses both that time.
Commentator's curse right there, Tyler.
As that shot's put up, but a foul. Halleck averaging just 3.3 points per game. The arena crew there with the sound effects says she will make the second. This is Sellers over to Meyers. Really good three-point shooter. Has not been able to find room to put one up yet today. Instead, she'll try it too. She's got it. What a great move by Abby Meyers to give Maryland the lead again.
And if you want to call one move the Abby Meyers move, that's it. Get off the dribble, a little spin, fade away. She's going to hit that one 3 to 4 times a game.
This is Osmond. She's got it from deep. And they're trading the lead big time here. Michigan State up by 2.
Well, we said in the open, these are 2 of the hottest teams in the Big Ten. We expected it to be a close game, and it is a close game here as we got just over a minute left in the first.
Meyers long 3, she got it. And now Maryland back in front by 1.
I think she must have heard you, Tyler, since she hasn't gotten going yet. A quick 5 points for Abby Meyers here.
Forced that one from way downtown, got it to go. Pass inside to Parks. She puts it up, no good. Fight for the board, corralled there by Meyers. This is Sellers. Driving, layup, no good, but rebounded by Briggs. This is Meyers again. Didn't catch that pass cleanly, instead gives it off to Briggs. And she traveled. 12 seconds to go, McDaniel. 5v5 battle here on Alexander. McDaniel drives, puts it up, no. Second effort, no good from Parks, and corralled. And that is going to do it for the first quarter. That shot went in, not going to count, but boy, was that something.
You see Masonius smiling there as she came off, just trying to have a little bit of fun.
We saw you putting up some shots before that Minnesota game. Maybe she got inspired. As Miller's got it for Maryland, trying to add to their lead. Miller working her way into the paint again. No good. Rebounded by Joyner.
Yeah, that's the second or third time she's tried that little scoop layup. Came off the first time, but not these last 2 times.
Hageman giving it off to Osmond. Meyers on her tight. That's a great move by Osmond. Does not get it to go, but Parks gets it back. No good again. McDaniel's blocked. Somehow Michigan State did not score on that possession. But Maryland is going to get it back. This is Meyers. Long 3. Good again. Abby Meyers from way downtown.
You know those games when you were a kid and you were playing NBA Jam and you made like 3 in a row? And your rim catches on fire? That's what Abby Meyers is feeling like right now, but there's a response from Joyner.
Trading big 3s at each end. It's been a fun one so far. That's Miller driving. She's fouled. They marked the line tight. Abby's got to take some steps back. Put them up from... This time I didn't say anything about Miller's free throw shooting on the year. Got 7 on the shot clock and a travel. Sellers trying to feed Masonius inside. Back out to Sellers. Thought about shooting it. Now she's got to pass it. Meyers is going to have to put this up. And bakes it in! She can't miss from deep.
4-4 today. Abby Meyers throwing up a prayer. I guess the bank is open here on a Saturday in College Park.
4 for 4 from the field. 3 for 3 from way downtown. This is Osmond. A response from 3. They are shooting the lights out here so far. As Miller tries it too, of course it goes. These are 2 of the hottest teams in the Big Ten. Michigan State's won their last 4, Maryland their last 5, and you can see why. Everything just seems to be going right offensively. This is Eck working on Masonius. She's going to put it up, fouled, and the bucket goes. A big opportunity here to cut the lead down to 2. Kind of the opposite of what we've seen. We've seen all these long-range shots. She makes it from the free throw line. This is Sellers. She's going to pull up a 2. That time, no good. Rebounded by Eck, and Michigan State can tie it with a 2. Intercepted by Meyers. Meyers to Sellers. Layup no good, but she's fouled. Sellers makes the first, her 20th steal of the year. And Sellers converts both. Alec just looking for somebody open, finds Joyner. Eck thought about the long 3. Trying to give it off, and that's Meyers again in the passing lane. This is Sellers going up and putting it in. This is McDaniel. Eck's open, McDaniel takes it self and scores.
Strong step through move there from McDaniel. Find the easy deuce.
This is Miller. Tough shot, got it to go. Diamond Miller. It's been great so far. She's in the double digits now. As McDaniel is going to put up a long 3. It goes. A response from Michigan State to cut the lead down to 3.
Almost feels like a boxing match here. Terps throw one punch. The Spartans come back with a counter. Great game.
This is Sellers driving. Could not get it to go. Joyner the other way. Off to McDaniel. McDaniel, long 3, no good. That would have tied it. The other way for Bree McDaniel. Driving, putting it up, no good, but the foul. Michigan State is 2-16 all time against Maryland. And this has been a pretty fun season for them, especially recently. Boy, would they love to break that trend. Bree McDaniel, the freshman, made her first. Knocks down her second. Second foul on Sellers. Take another look.
Yeah, just getting a little too handsy there. Reaches her hands into the space of McDaniel. Gives her no room to maneuver. An easy call for the officials.
McDaniel's got it back. She's going to put up a 2. It's good.
Tough bucket there from McDaniel with Diamond Miller in her face. Just elevates over the hand. We call those good defense, better offense type buckets.
And this is Pinzon. Meyers cutting. Pinzon opts to give it to McDaniel instead. McDaniel driving to the hoop, no good. Rebounded by Meyers. Out to Pinzon. Here's a 3 from Alexander. It's good. Maryland shooting the lights out so far. 4 of 6 from deep. Osmond off to McDaniel. Working on Meyers. McDaniel driving to the hoop, no good. Put back up and in by Tyre Parks. Long pass to Meyers. Maryland wasting no time in transition. Pins on. To Briggs. This is Diamond Miller working inside on McDaniel, and she's got it to go.
Yeah, immediately Diamond Miller saw she had the mismatch on the smaller McDaniel, uses her size. Easy deuce.
Gives her a team high of 12. Gives Maryland a 6-point lead. This is McDaniel. Passing it off, Joyner a 3. It's good! Moira Joyner from deep. 3-point game again. And it seems like every time Maryland starts to pull away, Joyner hits another 3.
Spartans seem to have an answer for every single possession that the Terps have.
Bad pass by Pinzon. Ground by Hageman. Off to Osmond. She can tie it. No good. Joyner gives it off. McDaniel. She's got it. 40-40 McDaniel from deep. 6 points in about 20 seconds.
Spartans looks like they're closing out this half. The stronger the two teams. Terps will look to drain the shot clock here and leave the Spartans as little time as they can, but what a first half of basketball we've had here in College Park.
40-40. 10 on the shot clock. Pinzon with it. Giving it off to Miller. I think that's a good idea. Miller is going to put it up from 3. No good. Short. Rebounded by Joyner. And Michigan State can hold for the last shot. In the hands of McDaniel. And the Spartans take the lead before the break. McDaniel putting it up. No good and out of bounds. And that's how the first half ends. 40-40.
Really good basketball here. Brenda Fries, she not happy with Elisa Pinzon, not happy with her team. Very fair to say she'll be the least happy of these two coaches as the Spartans have come in here and fought. And really another big note is the Terps 4 of 7 from 3. Spartans 8 of 18. We'll see if they keep up that volume of three-point shooting here in the second half.
Both teams have been throwing it up there. We are underway here in the second half. This is Hageman. Over to Osmond. Driving, trying a 2 for the lead. No good. Rebounded by Meyers. Filling the stat sheet today. Sellers to Miller. She's got some room. You can't leave Diamond Miller open. She's going to make you pay. This is Eck working on Masonius. Cutting, passing, McDaniel. Open 3. Good for the lead. Kamaria McDaniel knocks it down from way out. Meyers to Briggs. Driving and fouled. 2 made free throws here from Briggs. She's got the first.
Being aggressive to find her shot.
And Briggs puts Maryland back in front. She started the first 6 games of the year, then took on a bench role where she has thrived. This is Eck, open 3, no good. Would have been a quick response. Parks tried to grab it. Eck still with just 3 points. Meyers takes a tumble, but she's got a smile on her face as she gets up. This is Masonius, back out to Briggs. This is a long 2, no good off the rim. But Miller fights for it back, got it, and the foul. What a play by Miller, showing off her skills. Defense getting the steal, offense putting it up, and the foul.
Yeah, you can tell she's been frustrated. Missed 2 layups in there. A way to get back in the game is get active on the glass. Does a really good job here just ripping this board away from Parks. That's Parks' 3rd foul. Just about a minute and a half, so she'll go to the bench for the foreseeable future. And Diamond Miller go to the free throw line to convert the 3-point play the old-fashioned way, which she does.
Seen plenty of made 3-pointers, but we've also seen a fair share of and ones. It's resulted in a 4-point lead here for Maryland. This is McDaniel. Taking it back to the 3-point line, now trying to cut in. Good hands there by Briggs to take it away. Sellers in transition. Turning, putting it up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Maryland's gonna keep it.
Yeah, getting down there, and Briggs is really starting to find her rhythm this year.
A good job by Sellers to have the awareness to pick that ball up and take it. Briggs lost it. Sellers there to pick it up again. She will drive, put it up, no good, but she is fouled. One of the legendary coaches as Sellers knocks that one down. Shyanne Sellers goes 2 for 2. Steps back beyond the arc. They got about 8 seconds. They're going to have to work quickly here. They're leaving Oz. This is a 3 from Joyner, no good. But a foul there. It's going to go Maryland's way. That's on a roll.
And that'll put Maryland the bonus already.
It's been at Maryland for some time, a great leader.
7 points, 5 boards, and 2 assists, which is not the most impressive thing. You wouldn't expect a player with that stat line to maybe be starting at Maryland, but she's so good on the defensive end, so good at her rotations and boxing out, drawing contact that it's hard to keep her off the court.
That's going to be a foul on Michigan State. Maryland's going to take that.
And now you see some frustration creeping in from the Spartans. Get into the body and then extend those arms. That's an easy call for the refs. And if you're Michigan State, you've got to start to calm down a little bit here, or else this game get out of hand quickly.
That's Sellers again. That's 4 points in about 3 seconds of game time for Maryland. A 9-0 run. Make that now an 11-0 run with that, as Hageman puts up a 3, no good. Fight for the ball, a jump ball. It's going to go Michigan State's way.
Here's that bucket from Sellers, just an easy spin move to the baseline and a sweet reverse.
Hageman's got to find somebody here. That's 5 seconds. Shyanne Sellers going to take it in. A lot of mistakes by the Spartans in the last few minutes has allowed Maryland to go on an 11-0 run. This is Sellers. driving, putting it up and in. Nice layup there by Shyanne Sellers. Maryland is now up by 12, their largest lead of the game. Eck is open. They're going to give it to her. She'll put up a three. No good again. Just cannot buy a bucket as that goes out. Maryland's going to take it.
Just one of those days for Eck where nothing seems to want to go in. It's a frustrating day for a player like Eck, who's averaged 20 points in the last 2 games, just to not be able to get anything going today.
This is Sellers calling the shots for the offense here. Maryland trying to continue their run. Inside to Meyers. She's trying that move again. A rare miss from her. Nice job by Briggs to get that rebound. This is Miller to Briggs. She'll put it up and in. Butter there from Lavender Briggs.
8 points off the bench today for Briggs. If she can average double digits off the bench for Brenda Freese's team, that's just such an important asset to have as we get into the latter parts of Big Ten play.
Here's Eck again. This time she's got it. Breaking that tough stretch, Matilda Eck with a big three to answer. But the Spartans still down by 11.
That's got to feel good for Eck. Maybe she can get something going here and claw the Spartans back into this game.
2 for 7. She's now 1 for 6 from deep. Sellers long two. It's good. An immediate answer from Maryland. Up to Hageman. Joyner. 3. No. Rebounded, though, by Alexander. Good fight from her. A foul on Miller, who disagrees.
A lot of disagreement with the referees.
Owusu, Bibby, Benson, Collins.
Yeah, missing Nia Cloud. That's 20 points a game and an honorable mention All-American you've had to replace. And they've done it more so by committee than having someone average 20 points a game, but
are aggressive trying to get these boards, and Michigan State has been getting upset. Alexander, that's a great pass from Sellers. Getting it back. Thought about shooting it, passing it off. This is at the 3. No good, left it short.
And if you're the Spartans, you'd like to close this thing out to 10 points or under maybe before the third quarter ends, but got to get some stops on the defensive end if that's going to happen.
This is Meyers driving, putting it up. No good, unlucky. Fight for it, Alexander.
Didn't seem to touch a Spartans player, so it was probably a foul on Alexander, so right result in the end, I guess.
Trying to get it to Meyers. Doesn't have enough room to shoot it. This is Masonius. Off to Sellers, wide open. She's not going to miss that. And the lead is up to 17. Osmond thought about putting it up from way out. Instead opted to give it to Hageman. This is taken away. Masonius sticking with it. Giving it off to Meyers. No look pass and putting it in is Briggs. This Maryland team is so good in transition.
Putting on a show here in the third quarter. A 21-3 run for the Terps in just under 6 minutes. Pulling away here.
Make that 23-3, now 23-5. This is Alexander. Looking to add more to this great quarter. Miller over to Pinzon. Inside, Masonius putting it up and in. Faith Masonius with a nice bucket there. As this half is coming, this quarter coming to a close. This is Osmond to the corner. Joyner, she's got it in the face of Masonius.
Good confidence booster there for the Spartans. As this quarter comes to a close, McDaniel's gonna have time to put up a 3 here.
McDaniel at the buzzer, she's got it in transition. How about that from the freshman?
Make that a 30-point quarter for the Maryland Terrapins. 30-11 here in this third quarter. McDaniel got her eyes on that basket the whole time.
A dance party in College Park after a 30-point quarter for the Terrapins.
And it all ended with this play from Miri McDaniel. Had time to pull up from deep 3, beat the buzzer and hit the bottom of the net. Deep, deep range. Everything seemed to be going for the Terps there in that third quarter. And you see Shyanne Sellers coming over and poking some fun at the freshman. It's a party atmosphere here in College Park.
Bree McDaniel looked like she couldn't even believe that went in. After that ball kind of swirled around and went down, she just had a very neutral face. Good to see the freshman having a big moment like that. McDaniel threw it away. Meyers is going to get there. Great speed from Meyers, turning a pass inside. McDaniel puts it up, and it is good.
And that three has given the freshman all types of confidence. If you really watch her on the defensive end, she is one of the most intense defensive players on this Terps roster.
Joyner at the other end. Into Masonius. Masonius turning, putting it up, no good. Fight for the rebound. McDaniel there for a second, but Osmond takes it away. Osmond cross-court pass. Eck open. It's good from three. Matilda Eck. Still trying to find her stroke now. 2 of 8 from deep. A timeout called by Coach Brenda Freese. However, Michigan State is on a 6-0 run. Still a big lead for Maryland, but not out of the woods quite yet. This is Sellers to Miller. Terps trying to stop that run. This is Briggs, the three. No good, rims out. Hagman getting it over to McDaniel, putting it up. She is fouled.
It's probably not a great decision because you get the Spartans 3 free throws.
7-0 run. Put it on the ground, picks it back up. She's got 5 seconds. This is Miller. Miller pass to the corner. Briggs, no good. Rebounded that time by Parks. Parks to Eck. She'll put up a three. No good, rims out. Good fight by Parks to put it back in. Don't look now, but it's an 11-point game. That's a 10-0 Michigan run.
And this is the exact recipe I was talking about coming out of the break. Need a couple stops. Need a couple of buckets.
Miller trying to stop the bleeding. Driving, putting it up and in. McDaniel lost it, got it back. Putting it up, blocked by Miller. Miller's quick in transition. She's going to take it herself and put it in.
Hits him with the Euro and an easy 2.
21 points on 14 shots as Joyner drives and she's fouled.
And here's the play on the defensive end from Miller that leads to that breakout for her. You see her get the ball here. She's not looking anywhere else other than that ribbon and is so focused on it. As there's a 3-point basket by Matilda Eck that cuts it back to 12.
Yeah, Michigan State going quickly there. So Briggs to throw this in. This is Meyers. Off to Briggs again. Michigan State within 12. Pass to the corner, Briggs, big three, good! From the corner, Lavender Briggs connects. McDaniel in transition, her jumper no, but she gets it back. Fighting inside over Sellers, no, and Sellers grabs the board. Sellers to Miller. This is Masonius putting it up and in.
Having herself a night off the bench. Let's not forget, Briggs was second team all SEC down in Florida before transferring to the Terrapins program last year. So it's a player who's played in some big time games, and if she can get going, just another great player for Brenda Freese to have.
Hageman three, it's good.
Has another team that's ranked inside the top 15 of the AP poll.
144-20 in Big Ten play in her career at Maryland. This would be win number 145 if they can hang on. This is Briggs driving to Sellers. She's open again, and she hits again. This is Eck long three. It's good. Matilda Eck from way out, connecting. Cut the lead down to 13, and Michigan State really not going away yet. Meyers, this could be big. No good. Off the back iron. This is Hageman. She's going to try a transition three. It's good. It's a 10-point game. Miller in for Masonius. Goes back to Miller. Out Masonius. Big two. It's good.
Masonius just losing to something you can't teach there, and that's height. 6'1" Masonius trying to get involved with Parks, who's 6'3", as Joyner's going to try a corner three.
It's good from Joyner. That's going to cut the lead inside single digits. Sellers. A foul.
Quite honestly, a foul is not the worst thing. You have so many fouls to give. You got 4 to give, so just try to play trapping defense and force the turnover.
This is Sellers. And again, Maryland in no rush. To Miller. Tough defense on her. Tried to get a pick. It's poked loose. Miller got it back. Now she's going to have to get rid of it. This is Sellers. Shot clock expiring. That pass is poked up and out of play. So they're going to have to inbound it and put up a shot. This is Miller putting it up and in! Diamond Miller with a big shot.
And that might just be the dagger. Diamond Miller coming in clutch for the Terps with under a minute to go here.
Can the Spartans respond? Don't have much time. Hageman to the corner. Eck, this has to go. And it does! Matilda Eck knocks it down. And it's an 8-point game. Michigan State going to have to start to think about fouling. Miller is going to dribble out of it to Sellers. And finally, that foul comes from Eck.
So many fouls to give that it's just going to bring more time off the clock and more time that the ball is not in your hands.
This also creates an opportunity to try to force a turnover on an inbound. That's the one positive, but it's not going to work. Shyanne Sellers, he has been solid all around with 18 points, 6 boards, 5 assists. Make that 19.
Really, the Spartans, I mean, just a crazy stat for you here. They're shooting better from 3 than they are from the field in general. That is almost unheard of.
That's very
The Terps
rare.
have 54 and 43. The Spartans going 39 and 44.
This is Joyner. And she's got it in the foul. Well, you said that they needed that quick 2. They've gotten it.
I don't think I've ever called a game where the team's strongest percentage of the game has been the 3-point shot.
Joyner's got it from the line. That makes it a 6-point game.
And that also gives them 50% from the free throw line, so that is now their strongest.
There you go. Chance to add to it. She's got the first.
Maybe some light pressure on the ball. Just try to chew that clock up as much as you can. Really entertaining game for the crowd here, which has been a great crowd.
It has. They've been into it since the tip. Miller with the steal, but was her foot out of bounds? It's not a foul, of course. It's just a redo. Looking to get it in. They will. This is Eck. Driving. Eck putting it up and in. 19 seconds to go. Maryland is up by 6. This is Masonius trying to pass it around. Briggs is fouled with 17 seconds left. And as we said, we were waiting for that points explosion to come, and it did. Briggs makes the first free throw. Every player on the court right now for Maryland, that's Sellers, Miller, Briggs, Meyers, and Masonius, has at least 10 points. Miller leading the way with 25. And Briggs with her second made free throw with 14. Putting it up, blocked by Sellers. She's going to say no way. Boy, is this Maryland team having a lot of fun out there.
And Shyanne Sellers especially, she always got a smile on her face, which makes a good play. Really good job there of not getting any of the body, just going straight up and swatting that one and giving the Mutombo finger wag.
Her 11th block on the year. Joyner cutting inside. No good on the shot, but she will head to the line. It's very loud here in XFINITY Center. They celebrate that miss.
This could have made it a 2-possession game. Now it's definitely going to be a 3-possession game with 8 seconds left here.
Joyner makes the second. Well, Michigan State foul. Masonius gets it in. Throwing it down the court. They will foul her.
7 seconds left here, and got to think it's just about done here if she makes any of these free throws.
She's got the first. That should do it. A happy team when you win games. As Masonius makes them both. Player does not score much. She's really been great. This is a long 3. Hageman, no good. Fight for it. That's going to do it. Maryland with a big win over Michigan State, who drops their first game in 4.
Yeah, you had 2 teams coming in on win streaks. One of them had to end tonight, and it's the Spartans' 4-game win streak. That ends here. The Terps continue their win streak to 6.